Where do we look for additional answers? By Berin Lopez Guerra. Religious knowledge systems is a way of knowing that focuses on spirituality, answering questions about the origins of nature and humans, but covers aspects that any other way of knowledge can't cover. There are so many different views about religion, but two of the many experts in religious knowledge systems, Karen Armstrong and Sam Harris, have two contrasting views about it that called my attention. Karen Armstrong, on one hand, believes that in every single one of the world's major faiths, compassion is a test of any true religiosity. That every religion is guided by the golden rule: do not do to others what you wouldn't like them to do to yourself. On the other hand, Sam Harris views religion as an essential failed science, that everything that religion comprises causes conflict, because people have morally identified with a subset of humanity rather than with humanity as a whole. This led me to consider ethics as a way that we look for additional answers to our questions regarding morals and what is considered wrong or right. Let's take the extreme case, honor killing. This is a killing of a member of the family, due to the perpetrator's belief that the victim has brought shame or dishonor upon the family, or has violated the principles of a community or a religion, usually for reasons such as refusing to enter an arranged marriage, being in a disapproved relationship, having sex outside marriage, becoming the victim of rape, and other reasons. This occurs in countries such as Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Morocco, Pakistan, and so many others. The fact so-called honor murders claim between 15 and 20 women lives on average every year in the Arab Kingdom. This is an honor-based, shame-based psychology. In most of Muslim countries, this is happening, and I wonder, where is the ethics? When making a decision regarding if this is ethical or not, we can use reason, which refers to having a moral consistency that helps us apply the same moral standards to one situation that we will apply then to another situation. We are often inconsistent and adjust our ethical values to make the correct decision based on reasoning. Where an area of knowledge where we can place Sam Harris, because he would use reason to determine that this, honor killings, is another egregious contemporary misuse of religion and that it causes conflicts, which is why it should be removed. On the other hand, if we view this with emotions, we will be guided towards what we feel about the victim that will end up dying for committing an act that dishonors a family. Emotions overall help make sense of social and cultural experiences and behaviors, but they are also the source of social, ethical, and political knowledge by helping us form an understanding of the world around us. Karen Armstrong would argue that this is unethical because it doesn't follow the golden rule, because a perpetrator is doing something that he wouldn't like to be done to himself. According to shared knowledge of different individuals, there are people like Karen Armstrong, who have a belief that follows the most basic ethical rule of religious text in most world religions. This one is a golden rule. In fact, according to a survey done by the Washington Post that recorded the percent of Muslims that believe honor killings over female sexual offense are never justified, said that a significant percentage of Muslims in many countries aren't in favor of honor killings, and the highest percentage of people against stood in Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Azerbaijan, with 75% or more. On the other hand, there are some people that regard this as justified and standing the other side of the spectrum. According to a survey done by the Washington Post to Muslims, support for honor killings appear to be the highest in Afghanistan, Iraq, Egypt, and Jordan. In fact, a study by researchers from the University Institute of Criminology found that 33.4% of all respondents either agreed or strongly agreed with situations depicting honor killings. However, my personal knowledge regarding honor killing is different from the one that is shared. I believe that there are certain moral principles that should be followed, but depending on the context, These ones may become more flexible, meaning that they can become more important or less important, so they don't need to be followed. However, when I think about honor killings and the consequences that this one brings, I believe that this one isn't ethical at all. Honor is supposed to be a positive word, and clearly calling a killing an honor crime is a contradiction of terms. Overall, both religiosity, knowledge systems, and ethics are two different ways in how we look for additional answers to our questions, because depending on each area of knowledge, these answers will eventually change.